The Knicks postgame show is presented by Tri-State Audi. Visit your Tri-State area Audi dealer today. Knicks blowing out the Suns. Julius Randle, another monster game with 28 points and 16 rebounds. Jalen Brunson is going to join us in a couple of moments, back from the three-game absence because of the sore hip. He had 24. All Knicks starters in double figures, including Mitchell Robinson, who had 10 points and 10 rebounds. And the Knicks start the new year in style, beating Phoenix 102-83. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito along with Monica McNutt and Alan Hahn. This coach, Alan, loves defense, and Tom Thibodeau is going to be having sweet dreams tonight. Knicks give up 11 points in the first quarter. They give up 31 points in the first half, and they never look back.
Yeah, this was a defensive gem, and it's not really easy coming off a road trip, and you really only get a day, and you've got to get right back at it again playing at home. There was no hangover. There was nothing for the Knicks when it comes to a road trip. A lot of times you come back and it's hard to get started, but the building was rocking. It was an early start today, and the defense was certainly there. And on this game, I mean, think about it. The Suns didn't get any offensive rebounding whatsoever in this game. Mitchell Robinson won for the first time in a head-to-head matchup with DeAndre Ayton. And Ayton was a key piece in this game. It was your matchup to watch. And Mitchell Robinson had a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds. And DeAndre Ayton had 12 points, but a very quiet 12 points. And 7 rebounds. So Mitchell Robinson got to outplay a guy that he always looks at because that was the number 1 pick in his draft, while Mitchell Robinson was a second-round pick. So that was a personal matchup you love to see there. Knicks' three-point defense was also fantastic. 9 for 35 the Suns were in this game, and they were 3 for 17 in the first half. Why does that matter? I know there's no Devin Booker, but the last 4 games, this team has shot 48% from 3.
Whew, that's hot.
So, yeah, they cooled them off early with really good hustle, effort, and defense.
All right, on top of all that, let me do my best Alan Hahn. A little stat I want everybody to lean in on.
It better be useful.
I think it's going to be good because
Okay.
it's going to speak to this team's ability to defend. Today we saw, you talk about that 11-point first quarter, but they did it without fouling as well. They only sent the Suns to the free throw line a total of 7 times
Love
in
that
this
stat.
ball game. Come on now. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't get much better than
So
that.
you play
That's useful.
defense without fouling.
Without fouling.
And that is
Yeah.
something Tom Thibodeau has said they had to fix because that was a bit of a problem on the road trip.
All right, and the other headline here, in addition to the defense, Monica, Jalen Brunson missed the last 3 games. Didn't look like it.
Not at all.
He played great.
Not at all. And you appreciate the patience, the mindfulness of whatever he was dealing with that hit because he is so important. I mean, the first quarter to the second quarter, he takes 3 shots. Second quarter, he lines up 16 points. I mean, this is a guy, we always talk about it. He sets the pace and the tempo for the team. Now, he got plenty of help today. Julius also played really, really well. But when he takes shots, you trust that they are good shots. He takes shots in rhythm, and very rarely do you see him play at a rushed pace. And so I think in the second quarter, we just got reminded of what it is that makes Jalen so special.
Yeah, what makes him special, obviously, he can be the engine of your offense, which also allows Julius Randle to just focus on being a scorer, which he certainly did a lot today, which we'll talk about. For Brunson coming back, just seeing him play so efficiently early on, getting to his spots, he doesn't look at all worse for the wear after missing a couple of games with the hip issue.
All right, so the Knicks win at 102-83. You look at as the guys talked about, you guys have the Suns from downtown, 10 out of 37, really struggling, rebounding. The Knicks continue to do well in that category. And how about the fact, yes, the Suns only committed 8 turnovers, but the Knicks also committed only 8 turnovers. And Jalen Brunson was great this afternoon. And we're now joined by Jalen Brunson. Hey, Jalen, congratulations on coming back, and congratulations on a great win. We know how you hate to miss games. You missed the last 3, but yeah, you come out today with no rust. How'd you do it? You had 16 of your 24 in the second quarter.
I hate sitting out. I mean, it was, yeah, we're back, so we'll forget the past. But I'm just happy I can contribute and help these guys. I can still be better. I can still be more efficient. We can still close out quarters and games better. Now I still got room for improvement, and but I'm overall happy with how we played.
Outstanding stuff, Jalen. First quarter, 0 for 3. Second quarter, the 16 points that Pito just mentioned. For you, when you're out there, what are you looking at that allows you to flip a switch? Excuse me. You must be contagious.
I'm not the only one. All right, cool.
Right,
I'm
it's
not the
you.
only-
It's your fault.
I'm just staying aggressive. You know, I gotta have the same mentality whether I'm missing shots or making everything. And so I got a great coaching staff. I got a great set of teammates, you know, who keep me confident. And so I'm gonna try to make the right play every time I'm on the court. And sometimes the right play is getting the ball in the basket. So it's a mentality thing. It's a focus thing. I just gotta keep that focus.
See, Jalen, we're all choked up about this, you returning to the lineup, obviously. But in all kidding aside, defensively, though, this was a gem, especially that first half. After a road trip, a lot of times it's not easy to adjust. You come home and, get right at it with a game. But this team was ready from the very beginning of this game, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were ready to go. We knew that on that Texas trip that we had games that we could have won. And it's things that, or the little things that can separate a win from a loss. And so we got to focus on the little things. The offense is going to be there. Obviously, individually, defensive stuff, we're going to be focused on that. But are we going to help? Are we going to tag, get rebounds? Are we just going to stay focused where the main goal is winning? And we got to keep doing that.
Hey, Jalen, thanks so much for joining us. Congrats on the win, and great to have you back. We'll see you on Wednesday, okay?
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, that first quarter, Monica, the Suns scored only 11 points. It's the best Knicks defensive quarter of the entire season. 23-11 Knicks after one quarter. They only gave up 11 points.
Come on,
and Phoenix
now.
was up 4-0, so it was really 23-7 after that. Amazing.
Excuse me, we got to relish that. It was something that Julius said to Rebecca post-game. He said, we were flying around, helping each other, and contesting shots. And I think the notion of really honing in on that is what we saw in the first quarter. Of course, offensively, this is a team that also got going and was able to find one another, shooting the ball well. You saw the ball moving totally on the game. You got 26 assists on the 36 baskets that were made. And so the ball moved really well offensively. But I can remember in college, my team, we hung our hat on defense too. And so when you hear that flying around and you're connected on that side and the defense is working the way it's supposed to, that also is incredibly energizing. So offensively, the rim starts to seem a little bit bigger and everybody is feeling good about the way that they're able to contribute.
Yeah, and it's not like, sometimes you shoot the ball well, then you become a lot more enthusiastic about playing defense. The Knicks didn't shoot the ball well in the first quarter. I know we're showing made shots. Of course, they did get 23 points, but it wasn't as if they were lighting it up and so everybody was just feeling good. The tone was set, like you said, it was 4-0, and they just kept coming at them defensively. That's the identity of this team. It was lost for a couple of games there. I think they found it in Houston. Once they got through that first quarter in Houston, you could just see things were turning, and they were looking more like themselves again, closing out, just helping, and all those things that you expect to see from this team during the winning streak. That's what they were doing. You saw it in the first quarter, and that's a good sign. That means that they kind of maybe realize this is who we are, this is who we have to be, and they got right back to it.
Then the second quarter, Alan, the Knicks at one point outscored the Suns 21-0. At one point, the lead was 32 points. Suns ended up with 31 points at the half. The Knicks' best defensive half of the season.
Yeah, and again, that second quarter was a lot of fun for all the fans, certainly in the building at the Garden. Still just past the holiday season now, you still have like a good mood around everyone. And, what you started to see, though, was a Knicks team that just started to click and led by Jalen Brunson, who himself maybe took a quarter, got himself into.
He didn't score it all in the first quarter,
loose,
Alan.
Right?
He scored it all in the first quarter at 16 in the second.
You got to get loose sometimes. Haven't played in a week, so you want to just start feeling good, get into your rhythm, and start attacking. And Quentin Grimes, can we talk about his playmaking ability, not just the ability to shoot the three? And how about Emmanuel Quickly? He had a great road trip, and now the ball's kind of out of his hands. Now that Jalen Brunson is back, now he's moved off to the off-guard position, and so Quickly having a huge impact. Grimes, of course, his usual impact as well. But that second quarter was a fun quarter. It got the building going. And, a lot of people probably ask, okay, so only 11 points in that first quarter. Isn't that got to be a Knicks record? It's amazing. The Knicks record is 7.
Dun, dun, dun.
But, remember, there were some really tough defensive teams around here in the 90s and early 2000s. And so those teams did a lot of that, but this is pretty close to that. If you think about it, 11 points in today's NBA to hold the team, that's pretty impressive stuff.
Really, really strong defensive performance. But there's just a lot of good to take away from this particular win. I think as a collective, as a team, the confidence 1 through 9. You mentioned Quentin Grimes. There's that block he got on Mikal Bridges. I think it was the second half, but that's just an incredible defensive play, a smart basketball IQ play in terms of timing that up and not committing a foul. So.
Can I also say too that it's sometimes these are little things, but they're big things. They haven't beaten the Suns in 9 games. They've lost 9 straight games to the Suns. They haven't won at the Garden against the Suns since 2017. Like, I know they only come here once a year, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's little things like that. Let's put an end to that. Let's just take care of business right now. They are injury-riddled, yes, but you come in, you take care of business.
Absolutely.
And that's what this team did.
Nick shorthanded, too. Don't forget, R.J. Barrett's still out with the finger injury, and Derrick Rose, sore knee, he didn't play.